Welcome, people, to this week's episode of JFI Podcast. I'm your host, Nightmare, joined by the hurt kitty herself.
Ow, Kisty.
And very special guest, Axial Matt.
Heyo.
Welcome, sir.
Hey, how's it going? Doing good?
Yeah.
You having a good day? That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, a hurricane's on its way.
I walked out my door today, and it was raining, and funny story, I learned there was a hurricane right over my state today. Did not know that.
The best way to learn is first-hand experience.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I don't know if you saw, I tweeted about it, but, I seriously got up, and I was like, I'm going to do something really cool today. And I got dressed, showered, and all that, walked out, opened my door, and it was, raining. And I'm like, well, gonna go play video games.
Huh. Nature's obviously trying to tell me something.
Yeah, why bother with
Why
doing
bother?
anything cool? Just play video games. You're cool enough. That's all.
And
That's all I
I-
learned today.
And I'm safe and sound in Little California.
Little.
Yeah, well,
And I'm in New York State, so it's gonna hit me right up the asshole.
I'm sorry,
fun
dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. Apparently colleges are even closing down because of this thing.
Yeah. It's a freak hurricane.
in my entire school career, I never once got lucky enough to be able to miss school because of a hurricane. And I probably shouldn't say got lucky enough, but that happens apparently.
Yeah, well,
I've gotten a snow day.
everybody gets snow
Yeah,
days.
Well,
I
no,
live
in California, it's rare for it to snow in Fresno.
Yeah, so I
So-
live in South Carolina. It doesn't snow here. We don't know what that is.
What is this stuff falling from the sky?
What
Yeah,
is
I saw
this?
snow.
Is this ash?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
we
just-
assumed there was a
it's
volcano
white
erupting
flaky
somewhere.
Instant
We're just like,
volcano.
oh man, the end of days. This is fun.
Oh, this is
Oh, well.
this is ash, right? Why does it taste like water?
Wait, generally, do you lick ash? Is that your first thing you do when you see it? You're like, oh yeah.
Yay, snow
You
angels!
shouldn't assume. Yeah. You shouldn't assume it's always snowman.
I assume it's snow
Yes.
angels. Well, actually, I
So-
think I missed school once because my school literally caught fire. My high school caught
That-
fire.
Okay, you gotta tell me how you pulled that off, because
I
I planned an arson once, and
mean, yeah, totally not
Yeah.
me. Winky face.
Winky face, hint, hint. It was Nightmare.
I would always assume.
Well, one thing, that school came at me, bro. It was self-defense.
Oh man. Well, I remember we always have tornado drills and stuff in school, and I gotta try and figure out why these were actually safe precautions, because we go out in the hallway and stick our ass out in the middle of the hallway and look at a locker or something, and I'm like, all that's doing is making a wind tunnel and just showing our ass off to all the teachers while they're walking by. I actually secretly had a theory that they were trying to pick us out for sexual harassment.
Oh, that's
but-
not tornado drill. That's just appraising the merchandise.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, now when the apocalypse happens and we all have to go back to selling people as sex slaves, this row right here,
Back.
this is the good one.
Back. What? It stopped?
Yeah, I always wondered why they put me in the back of the line. I'm like,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
I feel bad. about
This
myself.
reminds me of the days of fire drills that my school does, because they would have everyone walk in lines. And here's what would make me laugh is that they make us walk through the entire school to get out to the field.
I know.
If you're having a fire, don't you want to get everyone away from the building, not make them walk through the building?
No, they want to show you the fire so you know what to be scared of next time it happens.
No, they want to make sure the fire knows who's boss, so that way you just go right
Look
through
at
it.
us. We're walking out the building, yo. What?
You got dominance over that fire.
Yeah.
You can't show any fear.
Yeah. Well, what was funny is that we were right next to the fire station, so anytime someone pulled the alarm, it's just it wasn't that long till we saw a fire truck. It literally was just around the corner. I mean, we would have the guys from the fire department running through the school just as part of their exercises because it was right next to a park.
Yeah. You pull
So-
the alarm. There's 10 trucks outside with 30 guys. Hey, you guys need something? They're fire.
They're fire.
Yeah. Any problem here? Is this another drill? Seriously? I woke up.
I was taking a nap.
Fucking shit.
Yay for nap times.
Oh man, I miss nap time.
Dude,
I don't.
I can't take naps.
You can't take
Uh,
naps.
Yeah, that is something, ever since I was a kid, I could never do it. Like, they'd be like, why don't you go take a nap? I'd be like, no, why don't I just watch TV? And I couldn't do it. Like, I lay down and I just stare at a wall. And that's
It's
it.
like, hey, wall, what's up? You can't sleep
Yeah.
either? Yeah, me either.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, if you don't take naps for a long enough period of time, or sleep for that matter, the walls start talking back and you got a problem. But
Yeah.
Hey, wall, what's good? Oh, not much, man. I'm just being a wall.
That's me on too much medication. Hello, Wald. You are my new friend. Pet your furry wall.
Stroke the furry wall.
I saw that movie like a week ago. I was like, oh my god, what the hell's wrong with these people?
Get him to the Greek.
Yeah.
I love that
That
movie.
Jeffrey part was
That's
definitely
pretty
the best
fun.
part of
It's
that movie.
Just pet the wall.
Pet the wall.
Just pet the wall.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
The adrenaline thing was just amazing.
He went Pulp Fiction on his ass.
Yeah. Oh god. Speaking of, have you guys seen any good movies lately? Like,
I actually just recently saw Dark Knight Rises, although that doesn't really count as a
Really?
great movie, in my opinion.
It was really Bane.
Oh, you
Bane
sure?
stole the movie.
Bane tends to disagree.
It's just Bane steals the
Thought
movie.
he had a rousing performance.
Yeah. Well, no, I was kind of going yay for the ending. Spoiler alert. Who becomes the new Batman, which I didn't catch right away until, like, the woman says, hey, you should probably use your real name. And,
Oh, yeah.
and then he's like, Robin? Really?
Wow.
I know.
I was like,
I
oh
think that was
my
my
gosh.
biggest problem. I was like, Robin's his real name.
Really?
You serious?
Yeah.
You serious right now?
That guy wasn't Dick Grayson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like he wasn't even like one of those little flying. What's it called?
Yeah, the Flying Graysons.
That was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's what cracks me up is that Christopher Nolan has stated Robin would not be in any of the Batman movies. And what does he do in the
Yeah.
last one? In the last 5 minutes of the
Robin
movie?
joke.
He's like, oh, by the way,
That-
there's
yeah,
Robin.
I was gonna say it's got to just basically be like a big fuck you to everybody. I put Robin in there.
Oh, Robin's new Batman.
What? He's the new Batman. He's not Robin. He's Batman.
Which is
Yeah.
technically canon.
Technically.
Yeah, technically it is because
Dick Grayson becomes
in the
Batman.
comics, like he takes over as for Batman when Batman gets tired of being Batman. and
Actually, no, it's when they thought
Yeah.
Bruce died.
something. Oh yeah, when I thought he died.
Oh,
or
yeah.
But he was actually sent back in time and he fought dinosaurs. And that's canon.
something. That's what I'm saying. That's canon. And this is like I have a friend who takes all that stuff really seriously. You know, he hates the Transformers movies because they aren't canon to the original stuff.
I just hate them
They
because
aren't.
they're bad movies.
Well, hey, I paid to see giant robots beat the shit out of each other. I saw giant robots beat the shit out of each other.
And giant
I'm
construction
happy.
Too
balls.
true.
Yeah, giant. I will say, I was like, really?
I will admit, Devastator for a long time was one of my favorites. RC is my favorite female Transformer. Devastator is my
agreed.
favorite combination Transformer. But when they had him appear as a giant cat, I was kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
Because I was like, really? Devastator's a cat? He should just be a giant, bigger robot. Why do you have to fuck with
With
this?
giant robot balls.
Yes,
With
with
giant robots.
robot ball.
I think I might have been one of the few people that wasn't offended by the Skids and Mudflap.
Oh, those guys?
Like, yeah, I thought they were stupid, and I thought it was kind of
Racist joke A and racist
Oh,
overall,
I
joke B.
hated
thought it
them.
was offensive, but I was just like, it's a joke. I'm like, they're cars. They're obviously there to like advertise these cars because.
Yeah. Well, it's
But-
like how Bumblebee in the first movie was the advertising car because it was the prototype.
Yeah.
And then they had the other Skid and Mudflap be the advertising cars for the second movie. In the third movie, they didn't even bother.
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, the advertisement worked because I would go buy a Camaro right now if I had the money. Right now,
I've
I'm kicking it
seen
in
the
my,
Bumblebee
special
Camaros
Transformer
around my town.
Ladybug.
Ladybug.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
gosh.
Ford Focus.
Oh, okay.
I felt bad because like right when I got that car was like around the time the first Transformers movie came out, so we were all Transformer fever, jazzed for it, and I was like, I wonder what my car would be if it was a Transformer, and everybody in the car just goes Ladybug. And I'm like, God damn it! So since then, I've had a Ladybug air freshener in my car. It's
Give me RC, and I'm talking the Transformers Prime RC now.
RC
that's
was like always a motorcycle, right?
Yeah, she's always been a motorcycle or a type of motorcycle, bike kind of thing. Because I think
Yeah.
in one series they made her a hovercraft motorbike, but she's always been
Okay.
a two-wheel lift kind of vehicle, so.
Yeah, but Kissy, you're not coordinated enough to ride a motorcycle.
Shut up!
The motorcycle does the riding for you. It's RC,
It's
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
RC can balance, so I can't fall off, so there.
I can't fall
Now,
off.
have you guys played the Transformers games, like the Fall of Cybertron and War for
I've
Cybertron?
played War.
I've played the
Good
demo. I'm kind of waiting for monies to get all of my dream games, which I have
I
a
hear you.
list saved on my computer right now that I'm actually staring
All
at.
them monies.
I've got that
Yeah.
too.
But it's like, I plan to get the Walmart edition, which has War for Cybertron as a digital download.
Yeah, I got that and actually gave that to my friend of mine too. What you gotta do after you get that game, though, definitely my favorite part. It does require you get the Dino Pack DLC. You have to do that and then like the entire time you're playing, just start singing "Get up, get on the floor, everybody walk the dino."
Oh God.
That was the fastest level up process to like get the achievement for maxing out your character in multiplayer. That was the fastest to me ever because I got the dinosaurs and my friends and all were just get up, and get on the floor, everybody walk the dino for like a day.
Okay.
It's like I could be doing good, didn't care. Could be doing bad, didn't care. I was a dinosaur.
I was a dinosaur.
Made it worthwhile.
I will put a note to make sure I get the Dinobot DLC pack
all you
because that is something I do want. It's just I don't usually buy DLC because it's too expensive for
I
me
hear you.
because I'm cheap.
No, I completely agree. Like after I bought it, I had to do something to justify having it, so we started singing the whole time. But yeah, I felt kind of ripped off.
But that's pretty awesome.
It was $10 for it, and I was like, that's insane for like 5 character skins. But I was done.
Obviously worth it.
Yeah, I made it worthwhile. So
I'll make it a note to make Kissy record herself singing that song while playing the game.
Oh gosh, no one wants to hear me sing ever. No. I might do it for Extra Life next year. We'll see.
Drunk Kissy sings dinosaurs.
If we meet our goal.
get up, get up.
Oh God, no! Kisty will sing Rock Band live if I have my capture card at that point. Yeah, because then I'll be able to play my Xbox games. Oh.
I have a hard time playing Rock Band with people.
Why's that?
Well, apparently I can't sing, but hey, fuck them, I can sing perfectly.
Well, the game thinks so anyway.
Yeah, it's like exactly, the game agrees, so.
This game agrees I'm on expert level.
The game says I sing fine.
Yeah.
Although coming through the speakers, I go, you know what? I might want to just turn that down.
Well, I mean...
I don't want to hear myself.
I think singing's in the heart, and I've got a heart, so I can sing.
I got half a heart, does that count?
You can have sing.
I can half sing. I can 5-star it on easy.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Just put me on either guitar or bass, maybe medium on drums, but that's as far as it goes.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I play the drums, a good bit. And my friends thought I wouldn't be able to do that, and I was like, "You really think I couldn't play the drums?" And they're like, "Yeah, I mean, it looked a lot more complex." I'm like, "There are 4 giant buttons and a bass thing,
and there's 4 things to hit."
It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's like. I can do this. I play video games all the time. I can press buttons, okay?
Button presses my...
See, when Rock Band came out, I was like, yes, I can finally learn how to play the drums. Because that's always what I wanted to do. Nope.
Unless drums actually look like that in real life. Nope.
Instead, well, of course they don't. But I was thinking, like, MIDI/synthesizer drums, which do look like that I was going to use, because then I could record the sounds into my computer and then make my own band. Well, obviously, after playing Rock Band for like 5 hours straight on the drums on easy, I went, this is not me. I am so out of rhythm.
Rhythm? What is that?
There's police involved.
Yeah, rhythm is...
Well, like, I used to play the piano and trumpet and all that shit, and that was mostly when I was younger and in the high school band. Yeah, real instruments. Like, now I play a keyboard occasionally, but all I can do is, like, play
real
video game music that I just hear randomly. Like, other than that, it's just like, well, it was fun that you tried, Matt, but...
It was fun that you tried, but
no,
you get an A for effort.
I feel good that I can do most of it by just, like, listening to it, but it aggravates the hell out of my friends because there's a piano in my house, and, like, whenever I'll show them out, it'll be like... yeah, we should do something later, and they just kind of randomly start pressing keys on the piano. And they're like, so we have to do this dance where we sit here for 20 minutes while you tell us to leave, right? I'm like...
I have a keyboard at my house that I need to pull out and actually start using, but I self-taught myself how to play the piano. Sadly, it's only one hand, and that's my right hand. My left hand can't do shit.
Like, I would be at the competitions, they'd be like, do, and then the judge would be like, excellent, but now my left hand is retarded or something, I don't know. I feel like I hit it with a hammer multiple times, but I didn't. I think.
Huh. That's what I did in my sleep last night.
Wall, why did you do it? Tell me.
Wall, why you fuck me over?
Well, why must I beat you in my sleep?
I had this crazy dream where I was punching my fist repeatedly into my wall.
My hand is really bloody. Oh, God.
Oh, God, I'll never be able to sing
again. My vocal cords in my fist.
Wait, that's how anatomy works, right?
I'm pretty sure that's like video game logic for stuff.
For
like,
me.
oh, he got shot in the leg. He can't high five anymore. What?
Oh man, I got this power armor. One hit in the
Or
back.
arrow
I
to the knee.
Because I would be playing and I'd be running away from people who were trying to kill me because, like, you know, I obviously assessed the situation wrong and I was fucked. But
I can take five guys on
exactly.
with the
but what
assault
bothered
rifle,
me
right?
was always that last shot would be in my foot. It's like the last thing that killed me was a shot to the foot. That vital foot organ, it got shot and killed me. Like
that vital organ in my foot.
My pancreas. I'm dead. No, that's not how that works. You can take a lot of health damage, but if you get shot in the foot, you're fine. You just limp away. You don't die.
Just limping.
Yeah, you're not like, my toenail, I'm dead.
Yeah.
No, that would probably me.
It's just a scratch.
My toenail, my
one
one
real
weakness.
war. Like, I sprained my toe hair. I gotta go sit out, Sarge.
My toe hair's been.
Yeah.
Oh, my Achilles tendon.
It's very dry and humid today. I better.
No.
Go. Did you just say it's dry and humid, son?
I better stay inside.
Yes, it's that.
Okay.
So
Yes.
my
It's aggravating my athlete's foot. I'll never be able to run.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to combat and
glasses,
things I don't
so
want
I think
to do.
what I would totally just do is like be like, "Oh, we got that big battle today, right, Sarge? Yep, coming soon." I broke my glasses. They're on your face. No, they're not.
Oh.
They're over there.
They're over there. Just toss, shoot.
Yeah. I gotta
Smash
warn you,
against a
like,
rock.
out there we all kind of wear brown, so I'm not gonna know who to shoot at.
Out there.
Oh.
Everybody just wears brown because it'll just confuse
I
everybody.
always actually thought that was kind of dangerous because, you know, like, I know it's for camouflage purposes and all that, so you can sneak up on the enemy and stuff like that, but, I mean, if I were to, like, be going into an area that we have covered by our snipers, I don't think I'd feel safe because I would be moving, but the same camouflagey-ish color of the people that I'm trying to kill, and the snipers are trying to kill, so they'd see me moving and be like, oh, boom! And then I radio back, you fucking shot me, you dickbags, and...
You dickbag, you shot me in the buttock.
Pretty sure that happened in an episode of something I watch. Yeah, probably.
Actually, that was something, because I was a marching band nerd.
Really
Sniffle,
quick, I like
sad
how
face.
we're going from military to marching band. That's a good...
It's the same thing,
I
essentially.
swear.
Well,
I actually keep an M4
yeah,
sniper rifle in my
it's
tuba,
the same. It's the same marching.
if you know what I mean.
No, the tubas are,
Sorry, trombones. My bad. Yeah.
wrong platoon. But yeah, it's...
I keep a pistol in my
That's
saxophone.
why it's out of tune. It's the pistol. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I gotta adjust my Glock. Give me a second.
You just have a clarinet for hand for a silent. Give me that.
It's actually.
Okay, I give you that because I
Swiss Army knife in the triangle.
It's the electric triangle.
All right, go ahead. I interrupted.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. It's alright, but we used to joke around a lot, so one of the jokes was our friend used to watch this really obscure World War II movie where it's like they'd scream out thunder if they don't know who's ahead of them to see if they're friendly. If they reply flash in like less than a second, they'll know they're friendly. So whenever we're just like bored, somebody just randomly screamed thunder, and if they didn't scream flash back, they just get punched in the
So it was
leg.
like thunderstruck? No, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, I was thinking you were going to go a totally different way with that story and go Thundercats, but that works.
Somebody actually did that, and then a bunch of people just ganged up on
So
them.
apparently Thundercats get the shit beat out of you, so...
No, because then immediately after saying Thundercats... immediately after
but
saying
not
Thundercats,
Voltron.
he said Snarf.
Now we get it. Snarf.
Now,
Yeah, the Snarf is what did it. Should have stopped
like,
at Thundercats.
Random popularity.
if you could... Yeah. The reboot show is actually pretty good.
Honestly, I kind of don't like that creative process, because like that's kind of something that seems like they just threw it out there, hoping somebody would stick to it, and then like a lot of people did, you know? So I think that's kind of like how we have shows now, where they just make a bunch of shitty shows and hope one of them does well. Like...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes me fear what my brother-in-law watches, because he still watches cartoons, and I catch him. And I'm like, it's okay, dude. I've watched them up to the point of where I was 18.
I never stopped
so
watching
you're
cartoons.
fine to watch
Saturdays.
cartoons. I don't care. But... But just the stuff he watches, I literally stand there going, okay, here's how this is going to end. And he's like, I haven't seen it yet.
This is a brand new episode.
I haven't
How'd you
either,
know?
but I already know the ending because it's the same plot line that I watched.
I feel...
They're all going to be happy at the end.
That realized
Done.
stuff too early, I guess. Like, because like I was 5 and I was like, nothing
Santa
bad's
wasn't
gonna
real.
happen to the main characters of this show. And so it's just like it's not.
Matt, I'm
Yes,
sorry, we have to
go
tell
ahead.
you this now, but Santa...
Oh
Santa
my
doesn't
God.
exist.
I need a minute.
I'm
But
so
he
sorry
said
to
he
tell you
brought
this,
me
but
my
it was actually the... No, he lied. It was actually the
Oh
Koreans.
well, I mean, of course the Koreans made it, but like, he delivered it.
I'm sorry.
The UPS man
The actual
I love.
person who delivered it was... The UPS man loved you too much. That's why he gave you a GameCube.
That would explain the creepy notes.
That was actually towards your dad.
Yeah, that would.
That's kind of awkward.
I'm not gonna. Okay. Never talk to my dad again. That's for sure.
That one.
It'd be hilarious.
Look
Yes,
what
I
you
do.
do, Nightmare. You
Oh, do you wanna
store
know
people.
I'm sorry, I can never talk to you again.
I'm sorry, Dad. I can't look at you the
I
same
know
way.
you fuck Santa Claus. What?
Oh,
Hey?
and the Easter Bunny isn't real either. It's actually the Tooth Fairy with a big
well,
wig on.
I caught that. I caught that. Come on, Knight.
So
Bunnies
gosh.
don't fly. Silly Knight.
They
No,
do
but
if you throw
cats
them far
do.
enough.
Oh wait, we changed that. It's
Otter
no
pulse.
longer cat
Okay.
pulses.
I
It's
feel-
otter pulses.
That's us calling back to
Okay.
an earlier episode.
All right. At least I'm not completely.
Sorry. Yeah, very very old episode. No, basically, Hoorah, who's our other co-host, Nightmare and I sat down with him, made roleplay characters, and his character,
Steve Carell.
if I recall, looked
Steve
like
Carell.
Steve Carell
Okay, so that
wearing
I saw that, so The
a
Office.
violet suit and shot cat pulses.
He shot cats
And
with his palms.
Yeah. And of course, everybody assumes I'm a gaming cat, so hence my meowing. So
Well,
I had,
Kissy,
of course,
obviously
had to
you're
yell
not a
at him
person.
about
You're looking
this.
straight at your avatar.
Yeah, I know. I know. The
Can't lie to
controller's
us
right
anymore.
there, and so is the
Like, accept me
remote.
as a friend, so,
I accept
Yeah,
you
but,
as a friend.
no, it was you I was talking about because I can't see.
I would
your
accept you
cat
as a
thing.
friend.
Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks for that. Ouch.
ooh,
Yeah, awkward.
awkward.
Oh.
Oof. Well, that was Eesh.
Hmm.
This is gonna be fixed.
That must be
mid-podcast.
fixed.
I might be sitting in the crust right now because I can't see it.
Yeah.
We might.
Okay. Now I can see it.
Maybe.
Okay.
Bleep boop.
Thank you. It hurt.
Yay.
Yeah, where'd you get
Ooh,
that
nice
sword?
sword.
Touch. It shocked me. I don't want to go into it.
Is that why you can't play
Oh my
piano
God.
anymore?
Okay.
I understand so much now.
We've come full circle.
That sword is actually just laughing
it's
at
like
you.
makes
sitting
now.
on my
sense.
wall, just like laughing. Okay, I really quick feel like I should address how dangerous my room is. Like, I sleep with like 4 or 5 blades hanging down above my head. Yeah, and like I put the nails in there myself, so obviously they're not secure. I did like bump my head on the back of my bed one night while I was asleep, and then I heard a big crash, and one of the swords had fallen off the wall and like stabbed onto the bed, and then like landed in the floor. Yeah, I should be dead right now probably, but
Whoa. Yeah. That's one of those. You know what? I think it might be time to move those to a much safer location. Brings up a story that I actually overheard from an actor who used to have a bunch of swords in his room. Actually, a bunch of katana blades. And I think it was the 96 earthquake in Los Angeles. And he woke up and his room was like completely vibrating because this earthquake was pretty big. It destroyed the freeway. But what happened was he was like, I regret hanging these on my wall now because I don't want to touch the floor.
you think that might
I was
be
like,
might be a good
really?
idea?
You think? You live in Los Angeles, one of the most earthquake-prone areas in California.
No,
I wouldn't even hang shit on my wall.
if there's an earthquake here, which I live in South Carolina, so hopefully, well, there's a fault line not far from here. For whenever back in the Civil War when we tried to tunnel our way away from the states.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, if we ever have an earthquake here, I'm gonna die. Like,
I'm just literally gonna die.
No, like, the most unsupported part of our attic is right over my head right now, and that's also where we put all of our Christmas decorations. So, like,
All our decorations just happen to be firearms. By the way.
yeah. You know, we are in South Carolina. We celebrate right down here. Our shotguns and our holly jolly hand grenades.
Yes.
Always pull pins.
Yeah, always pull pins. Well, that's how we hang. That's how
pull
we
pin
hang
and
them on
hang.
the tree. You know,
Pull pin and throw.
By the pin. Occasionally,
Never
one
drop.
or two fall off, but it wouldn't be Christmas
some
without some
sturdy
explosions.
trees. Them some sturdy trees down there.
Yeah, but like, there's an earthquake, I'm gonna die because like all the swords will fall off, so I have to go in the middle of the room, and then the Christmas tree will crush me. Like,
Santa wanted his
I like
revenge
how we're
'cause you
bringing
knew
this
so
all
much.
back around to like Santa Claus trying to
Santa.
kill me for finding out he's not real. Thanks, Knight.
You're welcome. Winky face.
Making me feel good.
Actually, no, it's not even gonna be that. It's just like some sort of stone warrior is gonna rise up from under your house and grab all your swords and start stabbing you.
I could believe that too. This I don't know what your guys' stance on haunted stuff is, but
I'm half and half.
I can watch like someone walk through a haunted house with a
She can't
camera
even
and
play
I'd be
Slender
fine.
by herself.
Walking through it myself, no, can't do it.
I hope there's.
Oh
video
my
of that
god!
somewhere.
Don't bring that up.
There
Nightmare.
is.
All right, good.
We'll send you a link
Oh
to it.
god!
Okay.
There
well, I'll
is.
check
It's
that
on
out.
my YouTube channel and it's on the JFI stream
My
channel.
house is
It's saved
haunted.
forever.
Like, my entire time I've lived here, it's just kind of small things, nothing big. Like I've never had anything super direct, other than like the door will occasionally open to let my cat in and out, and I'm the only one here. And
Or your cat is just psychic.
I could just be telekinetic. I don't know, but
Okay. Or your cat.
Yeah, but
Or your cat
He's
has figured
outside.
out how to open doorknobs,
Or the screen
which
door in
is
between.
possible.
He knows.
It's like Go meow, and then the door will open, cat comes in. I'm like,
okay, then no
That's
explanation there.
Can you close the door? It's kind of windy.
Anyway, the most horrific experience I've ever had, other than when I was playing a game or something, and the wall that my TV's on started like banging really loud. I was just like, okay, I don't care. I know you're mad at me for screaming, but I don't give a shit. I'm about to lose this game. Stop banging on the damn wall.
I know you're mad, but geez, come
on. I was watching one of those like ghost story type things, and it got to the point where like the ghost story, they're doing the whole reliving thing, the dramatization, and then the lady goes, and then it said, "Get out of this house, or you're going to die." And then all my power went out instantly. It was like, no. And I was just like,
this is a warning. House, is there something you want to tell me?
And like, I look out the window, neighbors have power. I like kind of walk across the house, neighbors on the other side have power. Everyone around me has power. I'm like, okay. That's
You see, like, all the swords
Light
on your
of
walls.
laptop only.
Yeah. There's, like, carvings all over it, die. I'm like, whoa, why? We had such long conversations.
Oh, God.
The wall doesn't love you anymore.
Apparently I fucked with it. It's like, no.
You've hurt me too many times.
Punching me in your sleep.
Yeah. Well, one of my biggest phobias, and I will admit this, is I am afraid of real hauntings. Ghosts scare me. And in fact, actually, my husband and I at one point, before now, we were living in a different house with his parents. And his mom told me that my husband's grandmother passed away in the house, and every now and then you can hear her walking up and down the hallway with the walker. Well, I was like, I was wondering what that bug was. I kept hearing every night. So one night I actually... No, it was...
There are dogs
literally,
in the wall?
I thought it was dogs.
They're like walking into the wall. Ow.
There was dogs in the house.
Ow.
Oh,
no, Jesse,
dogs,
occasionally it was just your husband as he's just trying to make his way through the bathroom, like, okay.
No, those were the days he was working night shifts. But one night I was just like laying in my bed, I was just going to sleep, and I hear thud, slide, and I was like, that must be the grandmother. I'm just gonna
go pass out from terror now.
And pass out. Yeah, I was. And of course, it's one of those. Like, what was the name of those kind of haunts? Where it's like a tape recorder, and it replays itself. It was that kind of haunt. So I learned to accept it and was okay with it. But any poltergeist type of haunt, oh fuck that! I am so gone.
I'll be like working on a video or something, and my door will open, and like I've got beads outside of my door, just because like I generally actually just like to know when people walk by, because my sister will come here during the afternoons after school. Other than that, I live alone. But like my door will randomly open and the beads will be parted, and I'm like, I look up and there's no one there. I'm like, oh, hey, and then the beads just kind of slide back. Like as soon as I address it, it's gone. But
what's up, beads? What's good?
Well, I quit caring about it. Like, I quit caring about it because I lived in this house like my whole life.
It's like, hey, just getting your attention. I'm still here.
Like, it hadn't hurt me yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I did wake up one time. I remember
and hopefully it never will.
I was in another room, but all the curtains on the windows, they had all been pulled off, and then they dropped at the same time. I was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Well, obviously, they were just sheerly amazed that you actually like jumped and did like a kung fu roll.
I grabbed one of them. Like I woke up and grabbed one before it like hit me, and like the other one just fell straight down and landed on my computer. And like I grabbed it, and I was seriously like, "Look, I know I don't wake up until like noon, but there's got to be a better way to wake me up. Like, turn the TV on or alarm clock. Throwing curtains is too far. Okay, we've Yeah, it's like, that's the line. Like, that's 10 minutes of me trying to figure out how the fuck these curtains work.
That means you actually have to get up and fix it.
Well, this is great because this is probably going to end up being the Halloween episode.
Yeah, see? It's perfect that I talked about my haunted house.
Yeah,
It
well, yeah, it is. Well, this is the week before Halloween, of course. You know, the 27th. We always record on Saturdays. So, speaking of Halloween, any parties or costume ideas, guys? I'm going to a party tomorrow night with my husband. So by the time this airs, we will be getting home from the party. No, I'm designated driver. I am not drinking. I cannot drink when I go to parties because I am always
what?
DD.
Oh, I thought you meant by
It's
DD
just
when
a
you
rule
went
of mine.
parties, so.
Oh,
Designated driver.
that's kind of weird.
No.
Fucking love Dexter's
Ooh, what does
Well,
this
Kissy, you're kind
button
of like that
do?
anyway when you're drunk.
Oh
I
God,
actually,
do we
I
have
don't-
to
I don't
go
drink.
over the exploits of my
Like,
drunkenness?
I tried
Great.
to once or twice, but I don't trust myself sober, so I don't. Yeah, it's exactly. It's like,
I don't know how I'll be.
I was hanging out with the guys, and they were all starting to get drunk. I'm like, no, I won't. I would, but you know how fucked up I am when I'm when I'm not drunk. Yeah, like
Dude, peer pressure, do
that.
it.
And they end up having me drive at the time too, so I don't really care. But
Yeah. Everybody has me drive because I'm such a lightweight when it comes
Oh,
to
you're a
alcohol.
lightweight,
I'm like,
huh?
no, I'm just not going to drink in public.
I never fucking
So I'll
guessed.
Night Mari! Come on! I have one shot of Captain Morgan's while on
And that's it.
the
That's
HTV community stream, and I end up wanting
That's all it takes.
by a way to raise wood. It's just one shot. And I was gone that night. No, wait, that night I was tired. I think it was the night before. I think I was
She
chasing
doesn't remember
Jason.
anymore. Too many drunken
I don't
nights.
know.
to just erase the memories. I don't know. I
Too
think,
many.
like, my favorite thing to do though is to go drinking with my friends,
Ugh.
just because then it's like, yeah, that is
Watching them get drunk is
after
funny.
that, it's like, oh god, there's so much I get to do, and they won't remember any of it. Like, I think I legally own my friend's kidney right now. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like,
Drunken
I
rock
can
band.
take it at any given time, and what he signed is just they would clear court. Like, it's one of those cool things being a designated driver.
Wow.
Because you can just be like, all right, yeah, I'll let you in the car. Just sign this. All right, good. There you go. All right.
All right, good.
Well, like, they wake
You
up in
sold
the
me your
morning and
firstborn
see
child.
You just sold me your house.
Yeah. Those kidneys are gonna look real nice, real nice in me.
When I need
You might have
them.
to stop. Yeah, like. By the way,
Thank you
need
for
to
the
stop
new
drinking.
liver.
What?
Even
I
though
gave me
you've
your liver
ruined
last
it.
night, so. I'm gonna want it in tip-top shape.
You need to stop.
Oh. And
I
you
think
over
I
there,
broke one of
in
my
the corner,
livers.
Yeah, stop with the fatty foods. Those
To
arteries
replace
need to be
mine.
unclogged by the time I need that heart. Yeah.
I'm thinking of future investments here.
Donor bank.
Everybody's just literally
Yeah,
a fucking list
pretty
of
much.
organs to you.
Well, I realize that me doing stuff like that is pretty much all I get out of the relationship with a lot of my close friends. I realized that when, on my birthday,
Organs?
I went out and bought them birthday presents. Because I had forgotten to get them stuff, like, because theirs was like a month before. And I was like, when I get some money, I'll get you guys birthday presents. So I got money on my birthday. Not for my birthday, I just happened to, I'd done a job then, so I go out and I get them birthday presents. My birthday was 6 months ago. I do not have a present from either of them. I'm just fucking like, really? And then one of them, he bought what he said he was going to get me for his birthday. He bought it for himself and then returned it within like 2 days. Like, are you fucking serious? He was like, yeah.
Wow.
He was just like,
Wow,
he was
what
just
a
like,
douche.
yeah,
Sorry.
You know why?
I don't use that word
we normally would
lightly,
hang out in
but
between
yeah.
Now and then, I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I didn't invite you over because I didn't want you to know I had these. Are you fucking serious right now?
Mm-hmm.
I need new friends.
Hey, that's what.
Awesome.
Well, you're welcome to join the circle of JFI friends. All of our friends become
do I get
podcast
presents on my
guests,
birthday?
and then
'Cause
eventually
I'm gonna be
co-hosts.
honest,
Sort of. Well, not
Okay.
You'll get a graphically designed card from me, maybe, because that's the only gift I can give everyone is a customized card.
First of all, looking forward to that night, and second of all, that's a lot more than I count now.
Okay.
Oh,
I like those guys. They're douchebags, but they're my douchebags. So
they're fun. Yeah, everybody has those douchebags.
Yes. Everyone has to have at least one set of douchebag friends at one point in their lives, and then be like, "Well, these are my
Casey, you have
friends, and
douchebag
they're
friends.
sticking
I'm
with
one
me."
of them.
I was gonna say that, like, when do you get to that point? When do you get to that point when you realize you're the douchebag friend?
When you take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror, and you see the word douchebag just written across your forehead.
I had to help the same group of guys. Like one of them, he moved to Atlanta, which is
I
like
don't
3
know.
hours away from me. And he had a film project where he had like written a thing where he was gonna he just needed to film a skit real quick, and he said, but we need somebody to play the douchebag. And everyone, after I drove everybody up there 3 hours away in my car with my gas, everyone turned right, look at me. I'm like, what? Why do I have to be the what? Really? I have to be the douchebag? Are you serious?
Oh, you assholes.
Like, yeah, well, I mean... What?
At that point, I would have just gotten in my car and go, fine, I'm the douchebag, you all are walking. Bye.
Well, no, and what was
scarier
to me was, like, we got the kind of costume stuff, and, like, all the stuff that we used was actually in my closet. We just modified it a little bit, and I was like, oh my god. I do look like a douchebag, right down to the neck beard. God.
And then that's the point where you look in the mirror and you see the douchebag across your forehead.
Oh god.
What have I become?
Nightmare, you have just... I'm going to write douchebag on your head now. I can do it. I have the tiny chat photo.
Do you see all the fucks I'm giving you?
I posted that picture that we took of me from that thing on Twitter. I was like, so now there's like a permanent record of me looking like a douchebag somewhere. Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah, so go find it. Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, since Atlanta came up, Walking Dead episode 4 was amazing. Fantastic.
It's a great
Fifth
game.
Episode comes out December 4th,
game.
I think they said.
Yeah. Does it? Oh, well, that's
okay.
my sister's birthday, so I won't be going to her party.
It
I
comes
know
out
exactly
soon.
what
I'm doing
then.
then.
Not doing anything Halloween related, and just going to
Yes.
serve in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, hey, well, like, I was gonna get a costume, but then I thought, hey, I can just relive history and pretend I'm a Confederate anyway. Or
That's Civil
no,
War.
that's not a revolutionary. That's Civil War. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I forget which side of Mason-Dixon won that
he's
war.
a blue coat, red coat.
Civil War, yeah.
Yeah, up here.
I'm pretty sure it was the Union. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I actually
go for
have
it.
a horrible story. That's
God, here we go.
But I kind of I don't know. I don't say
do
the words
tell.
that are actually spoken. Okay. Well,
You're gonna need to bleep
all right,
something here.
Jason. You're
Well,
gonna need to bleep
Jason
this
will
out,
bleep them
'cause
out.
this is-
Cut that, Jason.
All right, now
School.
I went to school, obviously, and my high school history teacher, his name was B. Coon.
Yeah.
Talk like this.
I
Good
can see where
time
this
every
is going.
class. Woo. Yeah.
Oh boy.
My name is Matt
I can
Bragg.
see where this is going.
My last name is Bragg, and I'm related to General Braxton Bragg, who was a Confederate war general. I don't really care anything about that, but
Of course.
my teacher's favorite time in history was the Civil War. Woo! Love the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln. Favorite president. Freed the slaves. And I come in there, sit down and he goes, "Okay, class, today we're going to do my most favorite time in history, the Civil War. And we're going to start by looking at some of the great generals. Now, did you know, Brother Bragg, his great-great-great-great-great-grandpa is racist? General Braxton Bragg."
Oh.
He
Wow,
screams
he just
that
called
like
out your
in the
ancestry.
class.
Oh.
I know, and I'm like, I wasn't really paying
Oh, this is
attention.
gonna
Then
end
I
bad.
hear Brother Bragg. I'm like, oh, God.
Wow.
And then he just goes through it, and I'm like, I look up,
Hi.
and everyone's staring at me. I'm like, I didn't know the guy. I didn't know him.
I love
don't-
everyone equally.
I love all of you. Then like, he was like, "Isn't that right, Brother Bragg?" I'm like, I don't know.
Ancestry.com doesn't
We haven't
exist
confirmed
yet.
that. My yeah, ancestry. No.
Yeah.
He was just fighting for his. I don't know. And like my friend who slept every class. He woke up for this one, and he just looked over. He started laughing. And then at lunch, he was like, "Dude, you're gonna get your ass kicked." And I was like, "Don't laugh. I'm giving you a ride home." Yeah. That was yeah, I left early that day. Dude,
I'm the reason you're even at
I was
school.
like, really? Are you
Nothing
serious?
could be more
Nothing
farther
could be
from the
more
truth.
farther from the truth. Like, but you just made me out to be a horrible person.
Oh, really? That's worse than your history teacher calling you a racist?
He didn't call me a racist. He said I was related to a racist, and I was still like,
Yeah, but by high school,
I don't even
by high school
know the guy.
children,
Yeah.
logic right there.
Yeah, by high school equivalent, I was a racist. Yeah.
How about elementary school getting people confused with your last name to be that of the president who
That
received a
could-
blowjob?
Yeah, okay, that's pretty bad. That's elementary school though. Like,
Yeah,
don't really remember that.
okay, my. Well, here's the thing. I was in
okay,
4th
okay.
grade. These girls were in 6th grade, and they actually believed the rumor that I was related to the president and I was his daughter. Because one day I
This
got
president
so
is, by
fed
the
up
way,
with them. I was
last
like,
name
yeah,
rhymes with Sminton.
okay, yes, fine. I'm the president's daughter. What about it?
Sminton.
No. Well, yeah, it does rhyme with
Yeah,
Smith.
now rhymes with.
But thankfandly, that is no longer my last name.
You just want to get out there. That's good.
I got married, so I changed it. And-
Like right there in 4th grade.
No, it's
looking
like
for
Oh.
it's just like World of Warcraft,
Who.
looking for husband.
just change my name.
Oh wow.
What?
I actually
Looking
typed
for
that
husband to
up.
change terrible last name.
And that was funny.
That would be kind of like. That's like you're like at the bottom of the barrel at eHarmony, right? Like looking for husband, last name needs to be changed. Don't care who.
No, it was no. Here's the context.
just
of it, is
happened.
that we were in the same guild playing World of Warcraft, and one day, it
It's
just
just that.
he let it slip my bra size to my friends who I'd been working with for like 6 months to rebuild this guild.
Looking for a new
And
husband. Old one
I
does
just
not
typed in
love
one
World
day,
of Warcraft as much.
Looking for new husband.
Looking for new significant
Well, at
other
the time he
must
was my
have
boyfriend,
better
so I
last
think I
name.
typed in like looking for new boyfriend.
That's got to be a qualification. Like,
I don't know.
What is
I
it?
love my new last name, so I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
My old one though, it could stay gone. What, my maiden name?
Clifton.
It was Clifton. But if you
I would
think
not make
about
that
it,
association.
it rhymes with. It sounds
I
very
would not.
similar to Clinton.
Were the people at your
This is
school,
elementary
like, hitting the
school.
head as an
Yeah,
initiation?
see,
'Cause
that's
I
the
don't
thing, that's
think
how
I
They
would
start
be able
early
to.
down there.
Okay, well,
They- This was elementary school 1, and 2. Two. I should point out something is that everyone in the school loved to get a rise out of me. Everyone between the grades of 5 and 6 loved to just torment me. And so these two stupid girls just happened to believe me the day I blow up at them going, yes! Yes! Because they ask me every day that stupid question. Are you really Bill Clinton's daughter? Are you really Clinton's daughter? And I'm like, yes! Fine! Just leave me the fuck alone! They're like the next day they come up to me going, so why is your dad sending you here? And I'm going,
you really should be like, yeah,
take him down.
Fuck you,
Secret
idiot.
Service, take him down now. I need to see
and of course I didn't cuss.
No, we actually relocated the White House too.
Yeah. No, what I was gonna say was what's like really scary. So yeah, the Secret Service behind the tree. Then some guy in a black suit actually peeks out from behind
the tree. That was actually Santa.
What the fuck?
That's how Santa gets his information.
Nah, I took the tether ball and I threw it at one of them. Actually, is what happened.
And then Santa was just
I know what I'm getting hurt for
related to Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I was like you.
Like I actually, that's kind of one of those things that's not really. It didn't seem fair to me. Like as far as changing your name, like women have the right to, or they can change their name whenever they get married. You know, if they so choose.
Yeah.
Like a man can't do that. Like I don't really like my last name.
Why don't you brag about it?
But
yeah, actually, guys can. In California, the guy can change his last name for free. But no, seriously,
cool.
Actually, in California,
okay, well,
you can, when you get
cool.
married,
like, I mean,
your husband can change his last name.
I kind of like
to whatever they want. You both can change your last names for free.
Like,
but you're technically paying for the wedding, so
I could change my last name right now, but I have to pay money for it or something. And I'm like, it's my name. I should be able to go whatever the hell I want by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you still have to pay for the wedding. You still have to pay for the marriage license. So technically, yeah, you are paying for your name change, but
yeah, well, that's what I was going to say.
Covered in the
you're
price.
Doing that anyway. Like you get married. Like so what you're saying is I need to go to
not
California
even an ad. Just like put a bubble above your head.
Better last name.
Looking for wife to run through.
Yeah.
Looking for wife for
I'll
her
tie a
roads,
balloon to my
aka
arm.
marriage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that for my Halloween costume.
I dare someone to please make that sign and wear it at a con. I want a picture. So I'm just
gonna have a speech bubble above my head. Looking for wife says husband. Doesn't really matter. Needs better last name.
Nice. Now, Mari, I have to ask, since I saw Chad's vlog the other day, what was written on your sign that you had attached to your sword? Because I couldn't read it.
Because Matt probably doesn't know this. I went to New York Comic Con.
Probably doesn't.
And I had an iron sword that I bought there, and I put a sign on it because I didn't have any cosplay. So I put on the sign, Creeper blew up my house. It made my head round. I'm a monster. Free hugs, please. Diamonds are also
probably
acceptable.
Hug you. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I
Do you
would
know how many
definitely
people
do
fucking
it.
hugged me?
Nice.
Everyone. Everyone hugged me. I got kisses too.
Please,
I'm
hugs
like, what
only,
the fuck's going on here?
Keep my flowers sacred.
Yeah. And Monty signed your lemon.
Oh yeah, some really buff dude with a life shirt.
That's
came up to
something
me and
I
gave me
actually
a
want to
lemon.
do. Like, I've been trying to think of some good just stuff to do, funny stuff just to freak people out. And that was one thing I did want to do was like wear a big shirt that says life and be like, here you go, make some lemonade.
Yeah, and then I got
punch
Monty
it
to
back
sign
to
that
you.
lemon. Yeah, he did actually.
No, he didn't. I saw the signing. He handed it back to you. Although the story of him mistakenly thinking you're Jack was hilarious.
Well, he thought I was either Jack or I worked at Achievement Hunter. Yeah, because I had my Achievement Hunter shirt on, and we were talking while I got him away from the booth, and apparently he thought I worked at AH.
Yeah, that's me.
I should have.
Go on.
And then I slipped him a resume
Let me in
afterwards.
the back of the booth. Oh yeah, sure. Come on, Jack. yeah, that's me.
No, and then Monty literally referred
Jack
to me
with
for
less
the rest of the day as Jack with less beard.
Mouthful.
Yep.
It worked.
I don't.
It
I
did.
don't know.
I've seen the video footage now. Which, by the way, when am I going to get my special message from Kathleen on YouTube
Never.
or something? I hate you.
I want to address Jack's
Sad kitty.
because first of all, I don't know
Go
what's
ahead.
happening to mine.
There's a lot to
because
address.
It's starting to change.
Go for it.
To no, it's like quite literally
It's
turning
starting.
that color. That
It's starting to
Jack's is.
evolve.
But yeah, they're like golden kind of
Which
reddish.
is like
I
red.
guess. I don't know. I don't know the
Before
proper
he
way
got
to-
it cut?
Anyway,
Ginger.
Ginger.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think.
If it's turning
a little-
orange,
not-
it's ginger.
Yeah, that's what I think that
Yeah.
might be.
Jack's
that's
beard
a
is slowly
theory, but
assimilating other
First
people's
of all, I want to
beards.
know how he keeps it like that because I get
Yes.
so fucking aggravated when mine gets longer than like just a little bit on my face. I'm like
Well, I've noticed that the longer it got,
Yeah.
the more scruffy and tangled it looked. So I
Yeah.
think what he did was he
Well-
just let it grow and not even brushed it.
it just started growing into
And then
itself.
eventually, like, when he got it cut, yeah. It's just,
It started gaining
like,
more
literally,
power.
the day he had it cut and he appeared on Awu with the short beard, I was like, yes!
What-
The giant
what
beard
I really
is
what I've
dead!
always
The
wanted to
Satan
do was
beard.
go
Not
along
Jack's
with
face!
The Satan beard is
a
gone.
few things in it, and then and like common stuff that be like, hey, you got change for $1?
Because fuck, why not?
All right, right here you go. Here you go. Out of my beard. Just, you're like, oh, hang on, my keys, and just rip them out of my beard or something like that. But
See, this is
no,
starting
we
to
can't.
sound like Jack
Sorry.
talk
I'll
to
change
me.
the subject. We can't have that. So
Jack is slowly taking-
stuff. That's
And
like
what's wrong
opposite
with
of
Jack talk?
See, this
I'll
is
live
what you
it
get
up
for
too.
being on Let's Plays too often.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
true. I actually just watched the latest one. But,
Where do you find the time
We don't
know
need to
these
brag
things?
about that.
You know that time when everyone else sleeps? Then. Yeah.
Okay. The wall is helping
that
you.
one
though.
took a week
So-
and a half to build total. Like, the inside took me a day because all that was
Yeesh.
Oh, wow.
yeah, there's no creative mode at that time.
And that's
when I
prior
built
to
that.
creative mode. We need to note that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm really excited about
There
what I'm
is
working
now,
on
which will probably help your
Uh,
building a lot.
Got to get it done.
Teaser time.
Can I have a teaser?
Can you talk about
Is
it
time
or
for
no?
Teaser?
Yeah,
Yeah, are you gonna teaser?
let me think. I'm trying to think.
Tease it.
I actually, if you look at my Twitter, I've been slowly
No,
teasing
no.
it
If he
with
can't, he
pictures,
can't.
But I don't think anyone will figure out what I'm doing.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
It's kind of
It's actually just
Until
a giant
it's too
I
late.
could do a giant Tetris hard. I'm not gonna. Sorry. Yeah.
That's actually your life culmination.
I've been
right there.
teasing a couple things, and I actually was going to put up a bigger one today, but I want to get done with what I'm doing by the end of the weekend, and then go ahead and finish up, maybe put some polish on it, then hopefully have the video out next week. Well, generally
so how
I
do you
start with
prep
headlight
some
fluid,
polish?
then go from there, kinda dilute it a little. Yeah, you got to throw that
Damn
in
it,
there.
that's rarer than diamonds.
Don't forget your elbow grease and
Damn it, that's hard. Do you know how hard it is
You
to
know,
find a
I
convenience
find if
store
I
in
just
Minecraft?
build them, the stuff just comes there. So yeah, but
If you build it, nerds will come.
yes. Well, now in PC Minecraft,
awesome.
there's anvils, so you can actually make a real blacksmith shop.
Yeah, and you can also
Yeah,
drop
it
anvils
just
on
got
people.
put in. Yeah, which, by the way, Night Mari, fear your house.
You don't know where my house is,
you don't know my
bitch.
house is, bitch.
Not anymore.
You never find me.
We moved to a new world on a new server.
I'm fucking invisible. I'm like Predator.
Yeah,
I can take that
I
sports
do love
nigga.
how it took like a week and a half to build that thing, and it took Gavin 5 minutes to just destroy it.
He found the
I can't believe he
linchpin.
kept
I
sticking
didn't
out trying to
care.
pour
I mean,
lava on
you know,
everything.
that's
I was
why-
like,
there was lava
Gavin's
there.
an asshole.
It like a couple people asked me why I had lava in those chests.
Well, yeah, it's
And that was because when playing it, the people
Why
I
not?
tested it with were either like stupid or they just couldn't figure out where to put the dynamite. Yeah, how does make explode?
How does?
Put right there. Like, anyway, they
How
put
does
it
it
over
work?
the source block for that lava that stopped it from destroying everything, you know? So I had to have lava nearby to fix it.
Ah.
So,
Whoops.
yeah,
Oh my God.
Gavin kind of took that opportunity to fuck everything up, but,
Kinda.
yeah, no, I was fine with it. They made it funnier.
Gavin
I
the
mean, you know.
asshole. Well,
Oh, yeah.
well, what's easy about it is that all you have to do is just go exit without save. On PC, you don't have that option. Once you click
Oh, really?
exit, it saves like hard to your computer. The only way you can like have a previously saved
Is
map
with mods.
is that you actually have to go in to your app data, get the .minecraft file, go into maps, pull the map apart, pull the map file away as a copy, and then you can go do stuff on your world that you can redo. It sucks.
Yeah, so,
might
Matt, if you
check
need
it
help,
out.
I'm more than willing to help you.
Yeah,
It's cool. It's cool.
we have Xbox Minecraft as well. I've had it since alpha, so it's
I
just
have
like
a
to me,
friend who's
Minecraft
like
on
that,
Xbox.
and-
I'm like, just catch up with the PC
He
already.
hates that I only play it on the Xbox, pretty much. Like, I've got the Minecraft on my PC, but my Xbox just runs it smoother to me. So
Don't play it.
I don't know.
It varies depending on system and OS and all that, because I can tell that because Minecraft
Yeah.
runs perfectly fine on my crappy 2-year-old computer with Windows 7, but
apparently
if I try to run it on my laptop, which I'm recording on,
Well, that's what I'm like. This
let's
computer's
just say
like, maybe,
my CPU can't keep up.
maybe a year old. Got I designed it myself, pretty much. I have a computer engineering degree, so. Well, I mean.
Time for
blowjobs.
blowjobs.
Oh, nice.
I designed this
Nightmare
computer
needs
myself.
new
I
computer.
didn't make a gaming computer or anything like that because I've never been super big in PC gaming anyway.
Ah.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah, it's understandable. I mean, it's actually easier
Yeah.
now to buy a console system and get games through that than it is to build a PC gaming rack. But my husband and I were
I hear
PC
you.
gamers because sometimes we have to borrow games from friends.
Sometimes.
quote
And
quote.
borrow.
Sometimes. And quote unquote, air quotes, borrow games from, well, we do have a friend who we
Scandals.
share a Steam account with who had Skyrim. Yes. Well, he got all the achievements and he goes,
Skyrim.
okay, now you guys can play.
Now you guys may
Ugh.
play.
Sweet. Yeah, but I have my own copy now thanks to Unholy Legion, so I'm very grateful. By the way, Jason, cut that last part out.
By the way, I don't want people to know that I steal games.
Yeah, that's,
I don't
yeah.
steal, I borrow because I eventually go out and buy them.
Yeah,
I'm,
sure.
I'm
wink.
renting without paying
Yeah, technically,
the
if you look at
renter
it, it's a rental.
or
but
the rental company.
technically,
Yeah, it is a rental because I'm not paying a rental company for it. It's because it's technically they're loaning out a game, but yes, they're getting a little bit of the portion of the money back. But it's like, do they really give a lot back to the company that made the game? I don't think so. It's like a percentage of the rental fees, I think, is what they get back. But it's like, how do they distribute it? Does the studio get it? Do the people who made the game get it? Because if it goes straight to the people who made the game, then like, oh, I'm fine with that royalty check. Here you go.
just gonna steal the game.
No,
I hear you.
no, I'd rather give them the whole
I
money that
Very
from me
rarely
buying
rent
the
anything.
game.
Like, the only time I ever rent it is if like I know like, hey, I'm probably gonna get that for Christmas. Like I asked for that or something, and so then I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna I'll rent it
Yeah.
because I really want to play it right now. You know that.
Yeah, it's hard to make a Christmas list when everyone tells you that your budget is under $25. And so it's like, I have this list of games I want to ask for, and everyone's like, oh, it's only, it has to be under $25. I'm like, well, this might be used under $25, which I'll still take, but,
I got my XCOM used.
It's about $60.
I somehow got a used copy of XCOM.
Well, I guess somebody returned it like right away. I don't know.
Hey.
I guess.
They probably got it, found out it was like 100 to 200 plus hour game, and then just went, fuck that.
No, but it's so much fun, though. And I got Kisty in it, and she didn't die yet. She's only been critically wounded twice.
Twice! You know
He's
how
obviously
it says
keeping you
twice.
very safe.
Twice.
You're a high priority for him. Okay.
Yes.
Well, she's support class. She doesn't need to be safe.
No, I don't. But no, apparently, Nightmare has the entire JFI cast and some of the
Sounds
Achievement
awesome.
Hunter community.
Yeah, I put...
One has already died. Nightmare, you want to say who died?
I preemptively made a red shirt into BioRay.
And you want to know what's funny? Ray told me he was going to start listening to the podcast again, so you just shot yourself in the foot.
Well, I told him on Twitter
preemptively
immediately
tried.
after it happened.
Right.
So he already knows.
Well,
No, I didn't kill him. The aliens killed him.
yeah, technically. Now, was it a tall man or was it a short, stubby green?
It was a floater.
You know, it's just, he's just like watching,
that's the worst way
kinda
to
like
die.
rubbing his hands together. Yes, Ray is dead. Just like real life.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I purposely did not put myself in
Well,
the game because I don't want to see myself die.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, because
Nope. No, Nightmare is a
I
narcissist.
fucking love
I love
myself.
myself.
Don't want to watch me die. That's
All night
that's
long.
Kinda, that might be why I didn't
Well,
do that in Skyrim.
It's
too.
not that
Like,
bad.
I couldn't. My problem with Skyrim when I started it, I couldn't seriously make a character I thought looked like me. I think it might have been that he was too muscular, but no. And then I made the
Too
then
much
I decided
muscle.
To go the complete
Needs-
opposite way with it.
needs
I tried
some
to
more
make,
pale.
Khajiit look like my cat.
I don't want to see my cat die.
See, for me, the Khajiit in
Yeah.
Skyrim are too skinny to be mountain lions. Because that's what they were basing it off of, and I could tell, and I was like sitting there going, they're too fucking thin! They need more fat! Or at least fluffier! Because everyone knows I don't
I
play
think
a
that's the problem was
Khajiit
they didn't have a skin
in
tone pale
Skyrim.
enough.
I refuse to, because they're too damn skinny, and they don't have enough fur.
Yeah,
Can I
that
get
might be
translucent white?
it. I don't think I get pale enough. Like,
Yeah, with all this dark weather,
No.
you know, so
I'm actually kind of tan. Like, I am. No, like
So
if
does
I, if I
so
walk
does a
out
certain
in the
something
sun,
else according
like,
to your
that
history
runs in
teacher.
My family, like, I just hey, you shut the hell up. Like if I go out in the sun for even like a day, I'll stay tan for like
My
6
yearly
months.
1 hour of
So
being outside.
I go out, my yearly outing, and one
Huh,
day
that's
then I
been
get my
a
tan,
pleasant
then I'm like,
5 minutes
fuck it,
outside.
I'm
Better go
out.
back to
Then-
Minecraft.
But no, you know. Yeah. Other than that, it's like I have to wait until there's
Aw, man.
clouds in the sky.
Sparkle's
I
the best
basically
part
am
of
like
being
a
a vampire.
vampire, except I don't sparkle. So yeah, I burst into flames. Anyway,
Alright, guys, well, we probably should wrap up here.
It's
We're
good
over an
stuff,
hour
so,
in recording,
okay.
and
My final
thing
I
to
know
say is,
Jason needs to edit this,
People
which means
go listen
we
to
gotta send
On
him
a Pale
audio.
Horse by Piers Anthony. Such a good book. And because
yeah, it's all
Halloween.
good.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah,
lie,
definitely do
You
that.
whore.
That he said. I've done it.
Yes.
I'm not lying. Shut up. Okay.
Everyone have a good, safe Halloween. I'm going on hiatus
This is actually
for
where we
a couple
exchange
of
the
weeks
power
to take care of
between
some
Kissy
family
and Nash.
matters, so you guys won't see me. This will be my last podcast for a while. Sad kitty, I know, but
Yep.
No problem.
so
Thanks for having me on.
Anyways,
It was an honor.
Matt, final words?
I'd love to do it again. A lot of fun.
Talking walls. Talk about walls and Santa.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
I want to do this again with you,
So,
having
yeah.
you on the show
Yeah, we'll
with
talk about the walls,
everybody.
we'll
Hopefully
bang
we
them
can
up,
get
you know.
Jason and Hoorah to
I
show
think it's
up.
pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll try to be more entertaining. I guess.
More about your ghost.
Yeah, so from everyone from JFI, have
Thank
a
you.
safe Halloween. Go
No,
kill some
you're
red
plenty
goats.
entertaining. Trust me.
It is gonna be the
No, like
it's gonna be the
being a
most
British
lethal
man's gonna be the most
costume.
dangerous costume on Halloween.
Don't get abducted by aliens.
There's one, get him!